Ever noticed how ants never stop moving? No matter how small they are, how heavy the grain is, or how far the journey seems, they keep going, quietly, consistently, fearlessly.
We step on them, we ignore them, yet somehow they survive everything. They rebuild their homes after storms, they start again after loss. They rise every morning with the same purpose, to build.
In a world obsessed with speed and overnight success, ants remind us of something deeper, the art of steady greatness. They prove that success isn't about being the strongest, but about never stopping.
So today, we explore the ant philosophy, a mindset of consistency, patience, and quiet determination. Because if you can learn how to think like an ant, you'll realize that even your smallest steps can lead to the biggest results.
The question isn't, how fast can I go? It's how long can I keep moving?
Let's begin. The ant philosophy. Tiny steps, big results.
And that's when the truth hits. Lesson 1. Never stop moving.
Watch an ant for just a few seconds. You'll see a rhythm, a purpose, a persistence that never breaks. It doesn't complain when the path gets hard. It doesn't stop to wait for the perfect weather. It just keeps moving, one grain at a time.
That's the first secret of success. Not motivation, not talent, not luck. Movement. Even when you don't feel like it. Even when no one's watching.
Because motion creates momentum. And momentum becomes progress. Progress becomes pride. And pride becomes power.
Most people fail not because they can't, but because they pause too long. They stop when it gets uncomfortable. They doubt themselves in the middle of the climb.
But the ant never asks, how long will this take? It just asks, what's the next step? That's the mindset that builds empires. Quietly, one step at a time.
Now comes the second truth. Lesson 2. Carry more than you can.
Ever seen an ant dragging something 10 times its size? It doesn't look possible, but it still does it. Because the ant doesn't focus on its limits, it focuses on its mission.
Sometimes you'll feel overwhelmed by the weight you carry. Dreams, responsibilities, expectations. But growth only happens when you push beyond what feels comfortable.
Your limits are not walls. They are doorways waiting to be walked through. The ant doesn't grow by staying comfortable. It grows by carrying what seems impossible.
So when life feels heavy, remember, the struggle is proof that you're still moving forward. Every weight you lift strengthens your discipline. Every challenge you face builds your resilience.
Carry what's hard, because one day, what once felt heavy will feel like nothing at all.
And then the ants teach us something profound again. Lesson 3. Work together, win together. But humans? We often waste energy comparing, competing, resenting. We forget that real success comes from connection, not competition.
Teamwork doesn't mean losing your individuality. It means multiplying your power. An ant alone can move a grain. A colony together can move a mountain.
Build your circle wisely. Work with those who lift, not those who drain. Because success shared doubles, and strength united never breaks. When the storm season comes, ants disappear underground, but they're not hiding. They're preparing. Lesson 4. Build today for tomorrow.
Ants don't wait for opportunity. They create it. They gather, they store, they build, even when it's sunny outside, because they know winter will come.
Preparation is the silent partner of success. What you do in the quiet hours will echo when the world starts to notice.
You can't predict the storm, but you can prepare your shelter. You can't control tomorrow, but you can master today.
So stop waiting for the perfect time. Start building now. Your future self will thank you.
Because the ant that prepares when others rest survives when others panic.
Patience, the rarest form of strength. Lesson 5. Patience is power.
Ants move slowly, but never aimlessly. They don't rush success. They build it, grain by grain, step by step, day by day.
That's the kind of patience most people lack. They want results before they've earned them. They want recognition before they've built the foundation.
But nature rewards those who wait with discipline. The ant's patience isn't weakness, it's strategy. It knows that greatness is built in silence, not noise.
You're not late. You're in process. Keep walking. Keep working. Because patience isn't about waiting. It's about trusting the journey. Here's the truth that most people miss. Lesson 6. Small steps create big shifts.
We overestimate what we can do in a day and underestimate what we can do in a year. Ants understand this perfectly.
Every tiny movement adds up. Every single effort compounds into something powerful. That's why success isn't about intensity. It's about consistency.
One push-up today. One chapter read. One call made. That's how the foundation of greatness is laid, grain by grain.
Don't chase massive change overnight. Chase small wins every day, because in the end, the smallest consistent effort always beats the biggest inconsistent burst. Here's something remarkable about ants. You can block their path, flood their trail, even destroy their nest, but give them time and they'll find another way. Lesson 7. Rise every time you fall.
Ants never cry over what's lost. They rebuild. They don't wait for rescue. They rise from ruins, because failure to them is not the end. It's feedback.
Every fall you've had, every rejection, every no, it wasn't there to break you. It was there to redirect you.
The world belongs to the ones who try again. Not the strongest, not the smartest, but the ones who refuse to stop trying.
Resilience is not about pretending you never fall. It's about knowing how to rise after you do. Be like the ant. Fall 7 times, rise 8.
Because in the end, it's not the fall that defines you. It's how quietly, how powerfully you rise again.
Powerful truth ahead. Lesson 8. Stay humble. Stay hungry.
Ants never act like kings even though they build kingdoms. They don't show off their strength. They don't boast about their success. They just work silently, persistently.
In life, success has a way of testing people. When you win, ego whispers louder. When you grow, humility fades.
But the ant never forgets where it started. In the dust, in the dirt, with nothing but purpose. That's why it never stops growing.
Stay humble when you rise. Stay hungry when you win. Because arrogance blinds the vision that hunger creates.
Remember, the ant's power lies not in pride, but in purpose.
Ants live close to the ground, but their vision goes beyond it. Lesson 9. Vision beyond the ground.
Every ant knows its role. Every ant knows its goal. They may walk on dirt, but they build with destiny. Their sight is not limited to what's in front of them. It's tied to what they're building for.
That's the secret. Vision. When you see beyond today's struggle, you gain the strength to keep going.
Your circumstances are not your ceiling. They're just the soil from which your greatness grows.
Keep your eyes higher than your hardships, your mission bigger than your mistakes. Because when vision leads, victory follows.
Ants don't look down on the dirt. They look through it. They see possibility where others see limitation. That's how you rise, not by escaping your reality, but by seeing what others can't.
And now we reach the most powerful truth of all. Lesson 10. Consistency over intensity.
Everyone can sprint once in a while. But the ant? It doesn't sprint. It endures. It doesn't work harder. It works longer.
That's the real secret behind success. Consistency. The daily discipline to do what matters even when no one notices. Because intensity fades, but consistency compounds.
You can't build a kingdom in a day, but you can lay one brick today, then another tomorrow, then another the day after that.
Every small act builds an invisible empire of progress. And one day, that invisible work becomes impossible to ignore.
It's not about how loud you start. It's about how quietly you refuse to stop.
And finally, when you truly understand the ant philosophy, you realize something extraordinary, that every ant carries a kingdom within. Lesson 11. The colony within.
They don't wait for someone to lead. They lead themselves. They don't wait for permission. They take initiative.
The colony isn't just around them, it's inside them. That's the same truth for you. Everything you need to rise, rebuild, and lead is already within you.
The strength to stay patient. The courage to stay consistent. The faith to keep going when no one believes in you. It's already there, waiting to be awakened.
You don't need to roar to be powerful. You just need to move like the ant, quietly, daily, relentlessly.
Because in the end, greatness isn't built in the noise. It's built in the unnoticed steps, the moments no one claps for, the nights you refuse to quit.
So when life feels heavy, when the dream feels far, when progress feels invisible, remember the ant.
Move, even if it's slow. Carry, even if it's heavy. Build, even if it's unseen.
Because someday, those tiny steps will echo louder than any applause, and the world will call it overnight success, but you'll know the truth. It was the small, patient, invisible work all along.
You are not small. You are powerful in ways you can't yet see. Stay consistent, stay patient, and watch how your tiny steps become giant results.
This is the ant philosophy.
Tiny steps, big results.
Hey, thank you so much for watching till the end. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Your support really helps us create more inspiring videos like this one. We'd also love to hear your thoughts. Drop a comment below and let us know what you think or what you'd like to see next. See you in the next video, and until then, stay blessed and stay inspired.